Talking about a new movie called Burt. It is a hilarious, incredibly inspiring father-son comedy about a 70-year-old street musician with Parkinson's disease, based on the lead actor's real life.
Wow. Here to share more about that film ahead of its premiere this Saturday, Toledo natives Joe Burke and Oliver Cooper joining us from lovely Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much, fellas, for getting up. How excited are you about this film?
Very excited. Yeah. We are thrilled to be bringing it back to Toledo this weekend, Saturday. We got a big Toledo premiere at the Maumee Theater. We sold a few hundred tickets already, but there's a few left, so hopefully people can come and join us.
Yep. I watched your trailer. I could not believe the information that you spent $7,000 to make this thing, and what, over about a week? It looks like some amazing filmmaking, and I can't believe that. But how did you do that?
It was about $7,000. Well, how many days was it? Seven.
Yeah, we shot it in 7 days. He didn't even know it. He was there. We shot it for $7,000 in 7 days. 3-person crew. Me, my cinematographer, and our sound guy Oliver. Obviously, we wrote and produced it together. He stars in it with Burt, the actual guy, Burt Burger, who's incredible. He's the source of inspiration for the whole movie. And yeah, we shot it. Very micro budget, but we're premiering. We had a couple of film festivals in March and April. We won the jury awards at all the film festivals. People are really getting inspired by it. They're laughing, they're crying, they're loving it, and we're thrilled.
And we're excited to come back to Toledo, where Joe and I are both from, and share the movie with a lot of our family and friends, and it's going to be a great time.
It feels Alexander Payne-ish. It feels very real.
Totally.
Big inspiration for us.
Was he an inspiration? Okay, I was like, I couldn't believe what I was watching, that it was so, you guys have something here for sure. So when you say you're from Toledo, though, where'd you guys go to high school? Give us some of the Toledo roots info.
I went to Joe went to Southview. I went to Southview for a year and then went to Northview for the rest of the time.
Northview, Southview, but we still get along. That's
I'm like, whoa.
Is that legal? Are we allowed to do that, Northview and Southview?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. So when you were coming up in Sylvania, did you always want to make movies? Were you making like little home movies when you were kids?
Yeah. I started. I was 8 years old in the backyard with my little camera, the family camcorder, and my brothers and friends. And Oliver's brother Jason, his older brother, is my best friend from 2 days old, and so his brother Jason was my first actor in all my earlier films. And then we first worked together when he was 13. His mom gave me $100 to direct his bar mitzvah video, which was like this black and white, like mafia 1920s style movie, and that's our first collaboration.
It's still like when I go home, for the holidays, Thanksgiving, like everyone's like, "Oh, we gotta watch the bar mitzvah video."
It's a classic.
Yeah.
So you've got you're bringing it home. I'm sure your family's going to be here and all excited, but I do want to let people know it's a really interesting, basically your character walks up and says, "I'm your son." I mean, you're like jaw drop immediately, but his reaction is hilarious to that news. Burt's reaction.
Right. Good. So what?
Yeah. So I mean, it's a father-son movie. So when we want to make a movie with Burt, we want to make a movie with this guy. He's a real life friend of ours, not an actor, but a street musician, as you said. We met at a restaurant in Malibu years ago. We fell in love with this guy. We're like, this guy needs to be in a movie. And our end of the movie was, you know what, Oliver, you kind of look like a younger Burt. You could play his son. And that was like kind of like where the origins of the idea started. And it's sort of this very grounded, very funny, very human and honest father-son movie. But then it kind of takes some fun twists and turns. And
the whole movie is really built around Burt and his real roommate Steve in their real life. And it's almost like most of that part of Burt's life is in the movie. And then I'm the actor, and there's a couple other actors that are coming into their world. And Joe and I kind of wrote a story around their real life to make the movie work.
Well, it feels very real. It feels very authentic, but again, has that Alexander Payne kind of vibe. I think
I'm glad you say that, because he is, and if he's watching this, Alexander, we love you, and thank you for the inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to be super nice to you, because I mean, if you ever need anchor types in your next movie, you guys are exploding. I think this is going to be the big jump off. Big things.
So we'll put you guys in it for sure.
I was going to say, is that the goal, to come back to Toledo one day and use Toledo as a location?
Truthfully, it is. We talk about it all the time. We'd love to bring a production back to Toledo and make a cool movie in Toledo in the next year or two, ideally. We'll see.
And so for you do have some tickets left. It's this weekend. Talk about the screening.
Yeah, so screening we have some tickets left. If you go to burtthemovie.com, BURT themovie.com, you can go on there and you'll see we have a few different screenings, and you'll see the Toledo screening. You click on that, it'll take you to the Eventbrite page, and from there you can buy the tickets. Anyone can come. And
doors open at 5:30. 5:30 pictures, doors open. 6:30 movie starts. We're going to be there for a Q&A after the screening. It's going to be a big event. Again, we've already sold over 300 tickets, but the seater seats a little over 400. So please snag a ticket. Come join us on Saturday at the Mall Mead Theater. It's going to be a great time. And it's a beautiful film. You're going to laugh a lot. You may cry a little bit, and then we'll talk about it at the Q&A after.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And it's Father's Day weekend, so it's a perfect kind of Father's Day film to take your dad to see Burt. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Great work.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You guys. Joe Burke, Oliver Cooper, a couple of Sylvania guys making it big out there in California and back here in Toledo. That's so cool.
Very cool.
All right.
You can go.
Me? Good. What? Oliver, we want to be in the movie, but
That's
we don't know how to talk.